Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday, September the 22nd. Today is National States and Capitals Day. Do you know all the states?
I could probably do it in a pinch.
Do you know all the capitals?
I know the capitals of each state, yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
Wow, I'm impressed. I will quiz you later.
Don't you?
Of course. American Businesswomen's Day today. Car-free day today. Supposed to be walking, but I don't think I'm gonna. Dear Diary Day, which works out perfectly because it's also a Dear John letter day. Elephant Appreciation Day today.
I love elephants.
I knew you were going to say that. Hobbit Day, National Centurions Day, so people that turn 100, today is your day. National Girls Night, National Ice Cream Cone Day, National Legwear Day, National Online Recovery Day, National White Chocolate Day, yummy, and Autumnal Equinox is going to be happening today.
Okay.
All right, all of those things happening on this Thursday, and we do have a Dear John letter. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Probably not going to surprise most women, but according to a new study, men think they're funnier and they're happier in relationships if they're led to believe that they are superior in the comedy department. The study, titled Do They Fit Together Like the Joker and Harley Quinn, tried to understand how humor fits into long-term relationships. The researchers from the university in Poland surveyed 149 heterosexual couples on the comedic aspects of their relationship. They found that men tell more jokes than women, and they think their jokes are funnier. The researchers concluded that a simple way to make your man happy is let him think his jokes are better than yours. What do you think, Heidi? Are my jokes better than yours?
No, not at all, but I love to let you think so.
I knew you didn't think so. Usually she'll go,
Usually
that's not
I
funny.
roll my eyes like, wow.
See, but according to the study, you're supposed to laugh at me. Try it once.
I do laugh at
Try
you.
it. I'm going to say something. Just try to laugh. Just anything. Something funny. Just go, oh, yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah, it's good. Sadly, I couldn't think of something funny. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know leaning your head to the right is the most natural way for humans to kiss? Good reason, too. According to a study, scientists examined 48 married couples in Bangladesh, hoping to learn more about kissing tendencies in non-Western societies. Bangladesh was chosen because they are barred from viewing kissing on television or film. So they're not influenced by societal factors. 2/3 of Bangladesh couples, whether they initiated or received the kiss, were found to turn their heads to the right while kissing. Researchers believe that one's head tilt while kissing is partially determined by their predominant hand, explaining why tilt to your right is most common. They're saying that's why, because a lot of people are right-handed. The tendency may go all the way back to one's prenatal care, as babies have been observed tilting their head to the right in the womb. Fascinating.
I see.
We're going to have to try to kiss, and let's tilt our head to the right first, and then we'll tilt our heads to the left.
Yeah,
and
and I'm trying to think in my mind of how I do that. I'm not quite sure.
Right. We do. She's my wife, by the way. So for those of you going, oh my goodness, did you hear what they just said? We kiss once or twice a month. It's all right. All right. Thanks for listening. Oh, by the way, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Soon, Marvel fans will be able to take a ride through the multiverse. A new Avengers campus attraction heading to Disneyland, Anaheim, California, to allow parkgoers the journey through the multiverse. Many, many, many universes. The news was announced Sunday, maybe a week ago, at the D23 Expo. So they had this whole big presentation talking about it. So we're going to have this new ride. When will you be able to see it? I don't know. Doesn't tell me in here. But it looks like a pretty fascinating thing. And I'm sure Heidi really cares. She's not listening to me at all.
I'm listening.
Drew Barrymore was gobsmacked that her rain frolic went viral. The Charlie's Angels star, talk show host, posted a joyful video on Instagram of her rejoicing as she frolicked outside during a downpour back in July. The clip got over 22 million views and over 10 million likes.
Frolicking in the rain.
I know. We should go frolic in the rain.
We should frolic.
But we shouldn't
in the rain.
record it on video because I just
we don't do anywhere near enough frolicking in the rain.
Frolic. Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Eating a snack, going for a walk, scrolling through social media, no matter how you spend your time, micro breaks of 10 minutes or less during work boosts your energy levels. Bosses, are you listening? According to new research by scientists in Romania, studies find micro breaks boost an employee's vigor and decrease their fatigue throughout the day. Researchers say their findings show that micro breaks are potentially useful strategies to help well-being in the workplace as heavy workloads and long shifts become increasingly more common.
I would agree with that.
A break of up to 10 minutes was found to decrease the risk of mistakes and refocus the worker's attention on the job at hand. It also is determined that taking longer breaks actually increases performance as well as energy levels and more.
Agreed.
I like that. We should take a quick 10-minute break. What do you think? Huh?
I'm good.
Oh, wait. We should finish this first. Scientists have come up with a new app that can detect COVID-19 in your voice. Huh.
Really?
Dutch researchers say the AI-powered technology is easier to use and it's more precise than a lateral flow test. The app is downloaded to the user's phone. The person is then asked to record some respiratory sounds, including coughing, breathing deeply through the mouth, and reading a short sentence 3 times. Here's what the sentence is. I have COVID. No, it's not really what it is. I don't know what it is. A voice technique called spectrogram analysis. Spectrogram analysis. I think that's probably what it is. Do I sound smart right now?
Not really.
Do I sound like a scientist? I feel like a scientist. It's used to identify different voice features like loudness, power, and variation. It takes less than a minute to find positive cases and gives a correct result 89% of the time. Negative cases are correctly diagnosed 83% of the time. The new app could be used to detect cases of COVID before big gatherings like concerts, sports events. Could also be used in poorer countries where the PRC tests are pricey to buy and hard to distribute. So
I don't think I buy that at all.
I don't know how
but
any of
that's
that
okay.
works. But yeah, there must be something to it. But it just seems really weird to me.
Yeah.
Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
I like this Dear John letter, and I am really excited to see how Heidi answers this. I know exactly what I would do, but I kind of wonder if we agree on the same thing here. So here we go. Dear John, I have 2 friends getting married on the same day next year. I was asked to be in the wedding party for both of them. I was asked first by a friend from college who is a good friend, but the next week, my best friend since kindergarten asked me to be her maid of honor on the very same day. I have not told either of them about the issue yet because I want to make sure I do the right thing. It's not until next August, so there's plenty of time before their weddings. I'm very happy for both of my friends. I know the weddings will be at slightly different times, but I don't think I could pull off being at both weddings. The thought of that makes me a little sick. What do I do? I'm leaning towards making sure I'm there for my best friend. Do you think my other friend will understand? Any advice? Signed, Wedding Partier. See what I did there for her name? Because
you
she's
definitely need to be there
party.
for your best friend.
So I think that's the right answer, too. And here's the thing. I bet your friend from college would agree with you because she's got somebody else that's being her maid of honor. And if she thinks about, well, boy, if I would have asked my maid of honor and she's like, no, I'm going with somebody else that I went to school with.
Right.
I went to school with her. I kind of know her from college, so I'm going to be in her wedding party instead. I think that would be the wrong answer. So that, by the way, seems to be kind of the common answer, the popular answer on our Facebook page. You are welcome to chime in with advice. Here's what I would love. If somebody's been down this road before, this probably happens a lot.
Well, and honestly, this far out, you've got plenty of time to let them both know. Yeah. And maybe they're not necessarily... Maybe they haven't already booked the venue. Yeah. Maybe one of them will want to change the date in order to be able to have you.
I was a wedding DJ.
The sooner you let them know, the better for everybody.
I was a wedding DJ for a little over 20 years, and I don't do that hardly ever anymore. And it's not because I don't love it. I loved it. I had so much fun doing it. But it couldn't be every weekend. I was gone every weekend. And I do remember a family who I had done a wedding for one of their children, and then somebody else in the family was engaged, and they reached out, and I was already booked that day. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'd love to do it. I'd love to be there. Man, I'm bummed out because it was so much fun. And they changed the date. Mm-hmm. They reached back out, and they said, okay, what dates are you open? And they changed it. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You're changing the date for me? And you're like, well, we've had some other issues too, but, we want to find out what dates you're open. And we'll plan around that. And I was like, wow. So again, I thought that was ridiculous, but it was also very, I think, a little humbling, I would say. If you let the one know that you can't be there, if it's that big a deal, and again, I don't know if it would be that big of a deal, but I would certainly say be there for your best friend.
The sooner you let them know, the better.
Yeah, exactly. And and it doesn't say how old this person is. So if it's a friend from college and maybe it's somebody that you guys just graduated together, so you were really good friends, a few months ago, the further you get from that, the less of a big deal this is going to be. But here's the thing. The friend who's been your best friend since kindergarten, that is a lifelong friend that you want to be there for their wedding, even if you weren't in the wedding party.
If you're still tight. I mean, clearly, if she asked you, because sometimes, you're best friends all the way through high school, but then you go to college and you meet your true friends in college. That could be. So it's hard to say. I guess it's totally going to depend on...
She says the first was a friend from college, and the next week, my best friend since kindergarten, which tells me that they're still best friends, asked me to be her maid of honor. So she asked her to be her maid of honor. So I think that they would still be really, really good friends. So... at least for now, unless she makes the wrong choice on this. So you're saying you'd probably go with the best friend from kindergarten too?
Oh, of course.
That's what I was thinking. And I'm glad that we agree on that because I think that's the right answer. But again, if you have a different answer, you are welcome to chime in with it.
Or you give them both an opportunity to up the ante a little bit. It's like, there's a possible conflict. What are you going to do for me if I pick your wedding? You might make out pretty good. Might go along for the honeymoon.
You get to go along for the honeymoon. All right. You got better advice than that? I doubt it. Now, if you do, you can chime in with your advice at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Also, if you've got an idea for a letter for next week, if you're saying, hey, you know what? Here's something that I've always wondered. It can be anything. And I'm always afraid to say that because then we get some weird ones, but it can literally be anything. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Cats sleep for 70% of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sleep a lot.
They do sleep a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of sleeping. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Light does not necessarily travel at the speed of light and has been recorded moving as slow as 38 miles per hour.
Really?
That's when light was retired. It also had its blinker stuck on.
That was funny.
Oh, thank you so much. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first train reached a top speed of only 5 miles per hour.
Oh.
But that's when it was retired, and it also had its blinker stuck on. It didn't work the second time?
Not twice.
All right, and our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Over the last 150 years, the average height of people in industrialized nations has increased by 10 centimeters, which is 4 inches.
Okay.
So we've gotten 4 inches taller over the last 150 years, which comes in handy to reach things on the top shelf. So, all right, several fun facts. Now, you know, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. In a survey, 20% of grandparents admitted that this is the only thing they dislike about their grandchildren. What is it? 20% dislike this about their grandchildren.
I don't know.
Their names. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, so like, many weird names anymore.
This is my son, Batman. Like, wait, what? What's my grandkid's name? His name is Batman.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Okay. Now, there are some bizarre names nowadays. There you go. It's the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Domino's finally settling the argument over whether or not you can put your pizza box in the recycling. Now it's printed on every box they deliver in the U.S. Domino's is including specific recycling instructions for customers' area. Why? Because billions of corrugated cardboard boxes go unrecycled over the years because both consumers and recycling companies believe the leftover grease and sauce and cheese might gum up the recycling machinery or weaken the quality of the recycling paper.
Yeah, I've always been told you can't recycle pizza boxes.
Well, to look into the matter, the company that makes the boxes for Domino's, Westrock, commissioned a study to see if the boxes made up of 20% pizza grease by weight would harm recycling, which, by the way, is way more grease than they usually have.
Right.
No difference in the machine function or quality. So they're saying you can recycle this.
Well.
But here's the thing. Make sure that your recycling people agree with that. It's printed on the box, but I would talk to before you do that, talk to whoever does your recycling stuff. But they have a website, recycling.dominos.com. But again, I would make sure you talk to the people that do your recycling first and then show them, point at, hey, look at this,
right.
According to that. All right. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. The best cities for chocolate lovers, top 10 and top 10 worst. So number 1,
Hershey.
Best city for chocolate. We'll go to number 1 here in a minute, but number 5, Los Angeles. Number 4, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Number 3, Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 2, San Francisco. The number 1 best city for chocolate lovers, New York, New York.
Really?
Yeah, it's talking about places you can get chocolate and all of that. Here's the ones that surprise me. The worst cities for chocolate lovers.
Okay.
I'll do the whole top 10. Newport News, Virginia. Hamptons, Virginia. Hayward, California, Surprise, Arizona, Clarksville, Tennessee, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now we get to the top 4. Garland, Texas, Mesquite, Texas. Number 2, worst place for chocolate lovers, Columbus, Georgia. Where would you guess is the number 1 worst place for chocolate lovers?
I have no idea.
Would you be surprised if I said Sioux Falls, South Dakota? What a weird place to be the worst place for chocolate lovers.
That really is?
Yeah. That is. I've got the whole list. I've got the link. I've got it all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Bill Watterson is who said this, Heidi. Bill Watterson said, "The surest sign that intelligent life exists elsewhere in the universe is that it has never tried to contact us." Look how smart they are. They're not reaching out.
That is true.
All right, there you go. It's your quote of the day. I think that's a cute little quote, by the way. If you come across something that you're going, hey, that's a cute quote, you're welcome to share that with me. You can do that at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Hero UPS driver rescues 2 dogs from a swimming pool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this happened in Iowa. UPS driver in Iowa being hailed as a hero by the owners of a couple of dogs. He saved their lives. They were drowning in a pool. Colin Mitchell is the gentleman's name. Colin Mitchell was dropping off a package for Jeff and Rebecca Mara. As he walked back to the truck, he noticed 2 dogs swimming in the pool without their owners anywhere in sight. He said it just didn't feel right. He knocked on the door. He did not get a response. Knocked a little louder, rang the bell, nothing. Then he decided it's best if I investigate. He got a little closer. He saw one dog hanging on the side of the pool for dear life.
Oh, my God.
The other was trying to float on a solar cover. He ran to the pool, removed his socks and shoes, and tried to save them. Talk about going above and beyond the call of duty. It says, once both dogs were out of the pool and back in the yard, Mitchell gave a sigh of relief and continued the route for the day. The next day, he stopped by just to check on the dogs. They were shocked and thankful. They say, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have dogs. There's no question about it. I would say he is a hero.
Yeah.
They said their gate to the pool is usually locked on that day. Somehow, the dogs managed to get in, and luckily the gate wasn't locked, so he was able to get in.
Wow.
But, that certainly could have ended in disaster. And here's the thing that I think is funny. Our UPS guy, I don't know if it's a guy or a lady. I've never met the UPS person because they throw the packages and run.
Yeah, they ding-dong ditch.
It's like, they don't even ding-dong. They just ditch. You'll hear a ruckus in the yard. You're like, what was that? And you walk out and you're like, oh, there's a package. You see a brown truck. It's going away at like 80 miles an hour. Like, I don't know what just happened there, but I think we had a delivery. So, no, this is really cool. Hero driver rescues 2 dogs from a pool in Iowa. I love it.
That's
love
pretty
it.
great.
Love it. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.